How does a final judgment impact your personal injury claim? Imagine after a long court battle, a judge or jury makes a decision that wraps up your case. That decision is called a final judgment. It's the court's official ruling on whether you should get money and how much. This judgment is a big deal because it legally settles your claim unless someone appeals. When the court issues a final judgment, it means the case is over unless the losing side asks for an appeal. If the judgment favors you, it confirms that you are entitled to compensation. This could be for medical bills, lost wages, or pain and suffering. If the judgment is against you, it means your claim is denied, and you won't get damages through the court. Once the judgment is entered, the defendant or their insurance company must pay the amount awarded. If they don't pay voluntarily, you can take steps like wage garnishment or placing liens on their property to enforce the judgment. This makes sure you actually receive the money you are owed. The party that loses the case can try to appeal the judgment. They usually do this if they believe there was a legal mistake or procedural error during the trial. An appeal can delay getting the final money but doesn't guarantee a new trial or a different outcome. It's a way to challenge the court's decision if there are valid reasons. If no one appeals or if the appeal fails, the judgment becomes final. This means the case is officially closed. You can then focus on collecting your damages or moving on with your life. A final judgment also influences settlement talks. Sometimes, knowing the court's decision can make the defendant more willing to settle before a trial or appeal. The judgment also states exactly how much money you will receive. This includes economic damages like medical bills and lost wages, and non-economic damages like pain and suffering. The court's decision on these amounts is binding unless it's successfully appealed. However, collecting on a judgment can be tricky if the defendant does not have enough insurance or assets. Even if you win, it might be hard to get paid. And if you lose the case, you might have to pay your own legal costs and won't receive any damages. In short, a final judgment is the court's way of ending your personal injury case. It determines if you get paid and how much. It also sets the stage for enforcement or appeal, impacting how and when you receive your damages. Understanding this step helps you plan your next move and navigate the personal injury claim process more confidently.